Hey everybody,
hey guys.
Sean and Allison here from Spoken Garden, and we're here to help you become a better gardener. And today we're going to do a quick garden update of an end of January, beginning of February.
Yep, we know we haven't posted a lot and we're sorry about that. We've been very, very busy behind the scenes, but we wanted to show you, let you know we're here, and we wanted to show you what's going on in our garden, and maybe this too is going on in your garden.
I know, and we forgot one of our mics 2 hours away, so we're just going to sort of be back and forth with the mic a little bit today.
We're making it work today. So we're going to show you our bulbs, we're going to show you some perennials and some other things. So here we go.
Yeah, this will be fun. Okay, you guys, come on in. Let's see what we can find, because Sean and I haven't been here very much lately. So we have this beautiful container, or kind of vertical planter we made. We've got some beautiful ornamental kale. Isn't that so pretty still? We planted this last October, I believe, maybe September. And then some beautiful violas right below that. Oh, that one's that's not a good example, is it? Let's find a better one. There we go. We loved how those colors kind of flowed together. And then we planted these orange and yellow violas, so those are still blooming. You know, truthfully, they look a little hammered right now. So we've got some new growth coming in. So if we cut all of this back, but it's too cold right now, so we're gonna wait on that a little bit and just kind of let it do its thing. Okay, so we've got some beautiful hydrangeas and our 2 Buddleia plants right here, all from Proven Winners. They look beautiful right now still. Look at all that new growth. Wow. We still have some deadheading to do, but again, too cold right now, so we're gonna wait on that. Right next to that, we've got our beautiful panicle hydrangea. Oh, you guys, look on the screen at how beautiful this was this past summer. This is Firelight Tidbit from Proven Winners. And we didn't prune this last fall, so we'll probably wait till it warms up a little bit to kind of deadhead some of those flowers. We like the way it looks in the winter though, it's pretty. Right next to it, this is a new hydrangea. This is a big leaf hydrangea that was sent to us last year from Bailey Nurseries. This is Popstar. And it was very, very small when we received it. So this is I can't wait to see this in bloom this year.
So it's my turn now. And so we're gonna move on this way a little bit. Now this is really cool over here. We've got these Itoh peonies that we bought last year, almost a year ago. It's been a little under a year. And look at it, it's still got some live buds that are growing here, or they're still alive. And so it died all the way back to these points, but you still have these buds that are still alive. This is a semi-herbaceous, full herbaceous type of peony. In our climate, obviously it dies all the way back down to the ground. Sometimes it doesn't though, depending on how harsh of a winter we have. And so for this winter, it really did die pretty much back down to the ground. But this is really cool that we have these buds that we can see that are actually still alive, and they're gonna burst open here as soon as we get some warmer weather coming up here in February and March. So really cool to see. We've got some other plants over here. Oh yeah, there's that other Itoh peony. And so something we want to show you guys too. So we planted some papaver roots earlier this fall, and we did this for Eden Brothers. And so look, they're already coming up. Now this is a mix, and so we're just really surprised that they're coming up so early for us, but this is really cool. They look really healthy. We can't wait to see how big these get and how fast they bloom for us. All right, so something really cool is going on in this pot right here. You can see these are hyacinth bulbs. We planted these this past fall. You can see right here, look, they're starting to come up. There's all these different points of where they're coming up. Over here, yep, right there, there's a big one right there. Yes, so this is really cool, you guys. We are so excited to see these come up. These pots have been out in the cold, in the sub-freezing temperatures all winter so far, and they're doing great. They're actively growing. So let's go on over here. I think we've got some tulips. So, okay, so not only are the hyacinths coming up, we've got tulips coming up right here. Look at all these guys. We really packed them in here too. This is so cool. Got them just in a nice circle, and then we've got some in the center here. These are really coming up really well. They look really, really healthy. And then we've got some dapps coming up. Look at these. They're even up further than these tulips. So yeah, bulb mania around here. It's going to be beautiful in these pots. So maybe you're seeing yours come up too, and you're just looking at them going, oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait. We're right there with you. So really exciting.
Okay, you guys, heading up this way, we've got all kinds of perennials and different things that we didn't cut back. And usually we don't do that. For example, let's see, over here we've got all our mums. These can all be trimmed way back when it's a little bit warmer out. And then we've got a whole bunch of Shasta daisies right here that we didn't finish cutting back yet. A lot of times usually we'll leave all of this for just habitat for critters and whatnot. Here's some beautiful Autumn Joy sedum. I love the way they change throughout the year. And then, yeah, all the new ones coming in. It's so fun. Let's see, anything else interesting over here? There's some bulbs coming up in various pots. Looks like some daffodils coming up in the middle. We've got strawberry coming up in there. That doesn't surprise me. We kind of have it everywhere. It really spreads in our climate. So over here with the High Country Gardens containers that we planted this past summer, everything's pretty much died back, but the silver sage artemisia is still like growing. The foliage is still growing, and it's so beautiful. It's just this light feathery look and feel. We just wouldn't expect this, so it's really fun to see this at this time of year. It adds a really nice backdrop to our garden right now, where most everything else is pretty much died back. Let's see what's going on over here. We've got an herb container and some other various things. One of our rosemary cuttings is still looking really good. We've got this silver thyme. I think this is silver thyme, and now I can't remember, you guys. Let's look. Yeah, silver posy thyme. So that's doing really well. We've got a curry plant, which smells amazing. I wish you guys could smell that. Oh, that smells so good. This is a cilantro that just grew huge this past year. We actually cut it back a couple times. It's still green. And we had some pansies in here that that just did not make it. They lived for a couple years, and we finally had to pull them out. So that was cool that we got a couple years of growth out of them. We wanted to show you our can Cordyline or false Dracaena. It's still looking pretty good overall. We haven't done it really anything to it. It's got a little tip kind of thing going on where the tips are a little bit darkened still. But otherwise, it's still growing. This thing has probably doubled in size since we moved it out of our old house. This was the one that we brought with us. The other ones we left at our old house. So we're really excited to see this. We've got some cutting back to do eventually. It's actually starting to raise up out of the container, like some of our other Cordylines, where they start almost looking like palm trees. That's cool. So that's fun to see. We just love the color of this one. It's just so beautiful and vibrant. And it starts out this reddish pink color with the leaves, and as it ages, they kind of change color to green. So you can always see where the younger and the older leaves are. That's really cool.
All right, so now we're over in the shade area, and you can see I'm actually in the shade. It's actually quite cold over here. So this was the shade area that we had this whole last year here at Allison's mom's house. And so over here, we've got a Russian sage that we brought over here. We've got a Daphne. We've got some carnations right there. We've also got some other plants just in and around here. We've got our lavender up over here because we're trying to make sure that it gets the residual heat of this building and doesn't freeze them too bad. They're in pots. Their roots are really exposed to the cold, so we want to kind of get them all together and make sure they're getting that residual heat from the building. Also over here are our elephant ears, what's left of them anyway. And so we've got a couple here, definitely one here. I think we had a couple of hostas over here, and so those guys are just kind of taking it easy right now. You can't really see anything out of them. So let's go look at the greenhouse real quick and see what's going on in there. All right, guys, here we go. We don't want to have it open too long because it is nice and warm in here, considered from outside. But yeah, we've got our heating mat here going. We've got some trays we're going to start some seeds in. It's still a little too cold to put some seeds out here right now for us, but with this cold snap, so we're going to wait a day or two on that. Yep. So. And then, yep, we've got some other plants just holding over in here, some geraniums and definitely lavender or two in here. So, yep, everything's looking pretty good. Oh, let's show everybody our sedum cuttings. They don't look that great from the top, but look down below. If you look below, they actually all took really well. We're so excited. All these new sedum plants. Then we've got some African daisies there, kind of crazy. I think there's a fuchsia back here. Can't really get to it right now, but yeah. So we've got some other plants in there. Everything's holding over really well right now. Hellebore. We've got one of our hellebores right here, and it's almost ready to pop open. Look at these. Beautiful, beautiful Lenten Rose Red. We're out here, we're checking our jugs with all the seeds in them. We wanted to come out and see if there's been anything that's popped up yet. Nothing has, but we wanted to just report back to you about what's going on out here. You can see they're getting some residual heat right here from this building. They're not in full sun right now, but they are in the morning, and it's wonderful. You can see that moisture is inside there. We're getting that greenhouse effect on each one of these. It's really good.
Okay, you guys, so we're gonna check in and see how many bulbs we have left to plant, because it's kind of a lot, I think, if I remember right. So it's kind of a second unboxing for some of these. A lot of these bulbs we can still plant right now because they are fall planted bulbs, but once the ground is workable, or even if you're putting them in containers, we can plant them up until as late as March, which is what we actually ended up doing last year. And you just have to be ready for them to bloom a little later in the spring. So right here we have a couple iris bulbs left. Uh-oh, we probably should have got those in a little earlier, but knowing Sean and I, we're gonna try anyway, because that's what we do. So taking a closer look at these irises, you guys, these are reblooming bearded iris. Look at, they're actually green and they're sprouting. So we do want to try to kind of get these planted pretty soon. These are all from Eden Brothers. Let's see what's in here. So we've got daffodils, all of which are, these are just regular Dutch Masters. Yep, they're still coming up. Wow, okay, those are coming soon. Let's see, we've got some hyacinth, all of which are trying to live. We just got really busy, you guys, and I'm sure it happens to you too. Sometimes you just have a whole bunch of bulbs left over. Here's tulips. Got a whole various amount of daffodils and tulips, and even some some alliums in here. It's kind of a grab bag. So what do we have here? Yeah, oh, anemone blonda, these little wind flowers from Color Blends. So these are a couple years old, but what I'm gonna do is press on them, and they all feel pretty hard still. So that's a good sign. I don't feel anything squishy, which means they should still be viable, hopefully. So what we'll try to do is plant those and see what happens. We hate to waste good bulbs. In here we've got some more poppy roots that are, well, let's see. They're kind of, oh yeah, these look pretty good. Got some growth here, some little white hairs. That's a good sign. It's not mold. Okay, we've got hosta roots. Let's see, those look pretty good, I think. Okay, got a bunch of them in here, you guys. Oh my gosh, more irises. Yeah, we've kept these very cold and very dark. So it looks like everything is very healthy, even though these are from last fall. So we have some planting to do.
So guys, that is the update from our garden. It's pretty much February 1st, end of January, February 1st, and things are looking really good out here. It's everything we expect, and then a couple things we didn't.
I know, I'm really surprised about the viability of all the bulbs we haven't planted yet. But the good news is we just remembered we have, we're gonna be speaking at the Great Grow Along this year, and we're talking about bulbs, which we're so excited about.
Yep.
So we can use some of those bulbs to show on camera.
Yep, and also we'll be at the Northwest Flower and Garden Festival talking about bare roots and bulbs too.
Perfect.
So yeah, so got lots to do. Hopefully you're staying busy out in your garden, but also staying nice and warm. And you know, make sure to comment down below. Let us know how your garden's doing, what you found interesting in this video, and then also make sure to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, so you get updates on our latest videos.
And thank you guys for watching and for being here. And stay tuned for our next video. We'll see you next time.
See you later.
Bye guys.
Bye-bye.